Page 875, 876, page 877, page 800, Senator Obasani.
On the motion heavily moved by Senator Oba, I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, those against say nay. The ayes have it. Signed. The Republic, Gusau Satellite Campus, Gusau Zamfara.
JK, TMO, and two others. Re-invitations to a public hearing of the Senate Committee on Legalization, Deprivation, and Denial of Employment of Niger Deltans. 4. Aminu Mohammed of Nigeria Limited to immediately hand over all oil wells.
Any more petitions? Leader
of a House bill standing in my name on the Presidential Transition Bill 2020. Mr. President, you may wish.
Distinguished Senators, Presidential Transition Bill 2020, House Bill 03, first reading. Mr. President, distinguished Senators, National Orientation Agency Act, Amendment Bill 20.
Standing in my name on the Environmental Health Officers Registration, etc. Act, Amendment Bill 2020. Mr. President, my highly respected and distinguished colleagues, the fourth business of the day is the presentation of a bill standing in the name of distinguished Senator.
How beautiful whatever you have may be, of course it will go bad. I know this will not be the first time that attention will be drawn to the near collapse of our refinery. Oil should be a blessing to us as a nation, just as oil has been to other countries that discovered oil. But to us in Nigeria, oil had made us so lazy, and people believe that this is an avenue to make quick money. Unfortunately, and very ironic, if this is probably the cake that all of us are depending on, even if we do not maintain all the other sectors, this is one sector that we should all be very concerned about its well-being. But unfortunately, I recollect that even in 2003, when I was in this same hallowed chamber, we dwelt on it, we spoke about it, we talked about it. Investigation was done, that was done, but up to today, indeed that time it wasn't this bad. Now it's very bad. Of course, we begin to hear swap. And what is swap? Because we cannot refine our products.
that brings to the end, and I want to once again remind us that the PIB is going to be probably worked upon within this month, within February, and our three committees, particularly the Committee on Downstream, Committee on Upstream, and the Gas, will swing into action immediately. And some of these issues are those issues that will occupy their minds when they will be working on the PIB before the larger Senate gets involved. So I want to urge the Downstream Committee at this stage to continue to look into the area of maintaining the pipelines like the sponsor of the motion raised. But when it comes to the larger petroleum industry, the three committees in the joint manner should be really very interested in how these facilities, our assets, are maintained for efficiency and optimal performance. Thank you very much. Yes, point of order, Senator.
15 without any meaningful result. The Senate is dismayed that the refineries have remained in a moribund state in the last 15 to 20 years and is almost reaching total collapse due to lack of proper maintenance of the facilities with a poor average capacity utilization hovering between 15% and 25% per annum. The Senate is concerned that despite the huge spending on turnaround maintenance of the refineries, NNPC recently announced, as published by the Punch newspaper of Thursday, 23rd January 2020, a cumulative loss of 23.25 billion naira in 10 months, January to October 2019, putting the total revenue of the facilities at 68.82 billion, while the total expenses incurred was 192.1 billion naira within the same period. The Senate worried that such huge wastages and slippages amidst the nation's tight economy, if not addressed, may lead the country back to recession. The Senate believes that such losses, when averted and combined with huge expenditures in under-recovery on PMS, pump price, and properly channeled into full rehabilitation and construction of modern refineries would positively impact on the economy and save the country from the shame of PMS importation and its ripple effects.